Imagine two versions of yourself at 80, one vibrant and sharp, the other struggling with memory loss. The difference? The daily habits you start right now. In this eye-opening video, we're revealing the scientifically proven strategies that can transform your brain's future. From diet tweaks to surprising activities, you'll discover how to build a fortress against cognitive decline. Don't miss this chance to safeguard your mind. Before I continue, please consider liking this video and subscribing to our channel. We appreciate your support. Now let's get back into the video. Picture your brain as a clock. At 50, things start to change in ways you might not notice, but don't worry, your brain story isn't over. You're entering a crucial time that could shape your future thinking abilities. Around 50, your brain starts to change, which can lead to cognitive decline. It's not all bad news, though. Think of it as a wake-up call to take care of your brain health. You might find it harder to remember names or where you put things. Multitasking might not be as easy as before. These aren't just normal aging signs, they show your brain is changing. Those everyday habits you've picked up over the years, they could be speeding up cognitive decline without you knowing. That glass of wine, binge-watching TV instead of exercising, or spending too much time alone. They all add up and can hurt your brain health over time. But it's not too late to make a difference. Research shows that starting early is key. Dr. Judith Heidebrink, an expert in the field, says adopting a healthy lifestyle can really lower your risk of dementia, especially in middle age. Here's some good news. You might be able to make your brain younger. By changing your lifestyle, you can improve your brain health and maybe even lower your risk of cognitive decline. So, how do you know where you stand? That's where the Brain Care Score comes in. It's like a health check for your brain, looking at things like what you eat, how much you exercise, how well you sleep, and how social you are. The best part? You can improve your score and boost your brain health. This score isn't just made up. It's based on solid research, including a big study called the Lancet Commission Report. They found that about 40% of dementia cases worldwide might be prevented or delayed by changing certain lifestyle factors. And many of these are things you can start working on right away. Ready to take charge of your brain health? In the next parts, we'll look closely at each part of the Brain Care Score. You'll learn exactly what you can do to keep your mind sharp and healthy. Let's break down what goes into this score. What are the key things that affect your brain health? And how can you use this info to make a plan that works for you? Get ready to learn how you can change your brain's future for the better. We've talked about the Brain Care Score, but one factor really stands out: hypertension. It's a sneaky threat to your brain health that you might not even know you have. Your brain needs a steady, healthy blood flow to work well. When your blood pressure is high, it strains the tiny blood vessels in your brain. Over time, this can cause serious damage. The scary part? Almost half of people with high blood pressure don't know they have it. Here's how hypertension hurts your brain. It makes your brain's arteries narrow and harden, cutting off blood flow. This starves your brain cells of oxygen and nutrients. It can also cause tiny silent strokes that you don't notice right away. These small injuries add up over time, leading to memory problems and raising your risk of dementia. But there's good news. Lowering your blood pressure can really help your brain. Studies show that getting your blood pressure under control can cut your dementia risk by about 15%. Doctors say you should aim for a top blood pressure number of 130 or less in middle age. High blood pressure is one of the easiest dementia risk factors to treat. You can lower it with medicine, better eating habits, and regular exercise. Every step you take to control your blood pressure helps keep your mind sharp. Remember, your brain health isn't set in stone. Blood pressure is just one piece of the puzzle. There are other things that affect your brain health too. We'll talk about those next. By understanding all these factors, you can take steps to keep your mind healthy as you get older. Now that we've covered blood pressure, let's talk about how your daily meals affect your brain health. Believe it or not, some foods can protect your brain cells and boost your thinking power. Your kitchen might just be your brain's best friend. The food on your plate doesn't just fill your stomach, it shapes your brain's future. Scientists have found that what we eat can really impact how well our brains work. Think about two different ways of eating. There's the typical Western diet, full of processed foods, unhealthy fats, and added sugars. This kind of eating can cause inflammation in your body and brain, possibly speeding up mental decline. On the flip side, there are diets that protect your brain. The difference in results can be pretty amazing. Your brain loves certain nutrients. Omega-3 fatty acids, which you'll find in fish and some plant oils, are super important. They help build and fix brain cells. Antioxidants, which give fruits and vegetables their bright colors, protect your brain from damage over time. But it's not just about specific nutrients. The overall way you eat matters too. A big study in 2022 found that being overweight is one of the main things that can lead to dementia that we can actually change. This shows how important a healthy diet is for your brain. When it comes to brain-friendly eating, one diet stands out: the Mediterranean diet. It's packed with fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats. People who eat this way tend to have better brain function and might be less likely to get dementia. This diet helps blood flow to your brain and gives it the nutrients it needs to stay healthy. Dr. Jonathan Rosand, a brain doctor, says that what you eat can really lower your risk of brain problems. It's one of the most powerful choices you make every day. Don't worry about being perfect with your diet. Just start small. Add more colorful fruits and veggies to your meals, choose whole grains instead of processed ones, and use healthy fats like olive oil and nuts. These little changes can add up to big benefits for your brain over time. While food is great for your brain, it's not the whole story. Your brain needs more than just good food to stay sharp. In our next part, we'll look at another important factor for brain health. Ready to learn how you can exercise your brain without even getting up from your chair? You might think you're resting your brain when you're sitting down, but what if I told you that prolonged sitting could actually be shrinking your cognitive abilities? The link between physical movement and brain health is more powerful than you might imagine. Let's explore how getting out of your chair could be the key to unlocking better cognitive function. Your brain and body are deeply connected, and this relationship becomes even more crucial as you age. When you exercise, you're not just working your muscles, you're giving your brain a serious workout too. Physical activity increases blood flow to your brain, delivering more oxygen and nutrients to those hard-working neurons. It also stimulates the production of chemicals that help grow new brain cells and strengthen connections between existing ones. But here's the alarming part: a sedentary lifestyle can have devastating effects on your cognitive health. Studies show that people who spend most of their day sitting have a higher risk of cognitive decline and dementia. It's not just about the lack of exercise. Sitting for long periods can actually reduce blood flow to your brain, potentially starving it of essential nutrients. So, what kind of exercise should you be doing to boost your brain health? The good news is that you have lots of options. Aerobic exercises like walking, swimming, or cycling are great for improving overall brain function. They increase your heart rate, pumping more blood to your brain and promoting the growth of new brain cells. Strength training exercises, on the other hand, can help improve your memory and cognitive flexibility. But don't worry if you're not a gym enthusiast. Even light activities like gardening or housework can have positive effects on your brain health. The key is to find activities you enjoy and can stick with long term. Remember, consistency is more important than intensity when it comes to brain health. Now you might be wondering, how much exercise do you really need to see benefits? What's the minimum effective dose? Research suggests that even small amounts of exercise can make a big difference. A study highlighted in the Lancet report found that just 20 to 30 minutes of light aerobic activity daily can significantly lower your risk of dementia. But if you want to aim for optimal brain health, the National Physical Activity Guidelines for Australian adults recommend at least 30 minutes of moderate intensity physical activity on most, preferably all days. This could be as simple as a brisk walk around your neighborhood or a leisurely bike ride. Remember, it's never too late to start reaping the cognitive benefits of exercise. Whether you're 50 or 80, incorporating more movement into your daily routine can help protect and enhance your brain function. So next time you're tempted to spend the evening in your favorite armchair, consider taking a short walk instead. Your brain will thank you for it. While physical activity is crucial for brain health, it's just one piece of the puzzle. In our next section, we'll explore another type of exercise that's equally important for keeping your mind sharp. Get ready to discover how you can give your brain a workout without breaking a sweat. Here's your daily brain teaser. Is that Sudoku puzzle really keeping your mind sharp? Let's cut through the hype and find out which mental exercises actually help your brain stay strong as you age. First up, cognitive reserve. It's like your brain's toolkit for solving problems. The more tools you have, the better you can handle challenges. And guess what? You can build up this toolkit throughout your life. Now about those brain training games, they promise a lot, but scientists aren't so sure. Some studies show small improvements, while others say they don't help much in real life. So what actually works? Turns out good old learning might be one of the best things for your brain. Research shows people with more education have a lower chance of getting dementia. But don't worry if you're not heading back to school, any kind of learning can help. Dr. Henry Paulson, a brain doctor, says keeping your mind busy with puzzles, games, or classes can help keep your brain healthy. He also points out that hanging out with friends is great for your brain too. A study found that people who take good care of their brains, including keeping them active, have a much lower risk of dementia, stroke, and depression. Pretty good reason to keep your mind busy, right? The best brain workouts are the tough ones. Learning an instrument or a new language really pushes your brain to make new connections. They're much better than simpler activities. So, while crosswords are fun, they might not be giving your brain the workout it needs. Try something new and challenging. Pick up a hobby you've always wanted to try, take a class in something interesting, or join a book club. The key is to keep pushing yourself with new, tricky tasks. But remember, even smart brains need rest. Next, we'll talk about something super important for brain health that happens while you're sleeping. Get ready to learn how catching more Z's could keep your brain in top shape. Picture this. While you're fast asleep, an army of microscopic janitors is hard at work in your brain, sweeping away toxins and filing away memories. But here's the catch. As we age, this nightly cleanup crew faces some serious challenges. Let's explore why your brain's midnight shift is so crucial and what happens when it falls behind. Sleep isn't just about resting your body, it's a vital process for your brain health, especially when it comes to memory consolidation. During sleep, your brain sorts through the day's experiences, strengthening important memories and discarding unnecessary information. It's like a nightly filing system for your mind, keeping everything organized and running smoothly. But here's where things get concerning for seniors. As we age, our sleep patterns often change, and not for the better. Many older adults find it harder to fall asleep, stay asleep, or achieve the deep, restorative sleep that's so crucial for brain health. These changes aren't just annoying, they can have serious implications for your cognitive function. Dr. Judith Heidebrink, a neurologist at the University of Michigan Health, emphasizes that getting enough quality sleep could help reduce the risk of dementia. She points out that sleep benefits the mind by enhancing memory consolidation and learning. It's not just about feeling refreshed in the morning, your nightly rest is actively protecting your brain. But what happens when you don't get enough sleep? The risks are more serious than you might think. A study published in the journal Neurology found that sleep disorders are associated with an increased risk of cognitive decline and dementia in older adults. It's like leaving your brain's filing cabinet in disarray night after night. Eventually, things start to fall apart. Now, you might be wondering, how much sleep do I really need? It's a common question, especially as our sleep patterns change with age. The answer might surprise you. While it's true that older adults often need slightly less sleep than younger people, the difference isn't as big as you might think. According to expert guidelines, says seniors should aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. This range is crucial for maintaining cognitive function and overall health. It might seem like a lot, especially if you're used to getting by on less, but remember, every hour of sleep is an investment in your brain's future. But here's the thing, it's not just about how long you sleep. The quality of your sleep matters just as much, if not more. Deep sleep, in particular, is essential for memory consolidation and cognitive health. Unfortunately, many seniors struggle to achieve this restorative stage of sleep. So what can you do to improve your sleep and protect your brain? Start by creating a relaxing bedtime routine. Avoid screens before bed, keep your bedroom cool and dark, and try to stick to a consistent sleep schedule. If you're having persistent sleep issues, don't hesitate to talk to your doctor. They might recommend strategies like cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia or other treatments to help you get the rest you need. Remember, your brain's nightly maintenance is a crucial part of your overall health. By prioritizing good sleep habits, you're giving your mind the best chance to stay sharp and resilient as you age. In our next section, we'll explore another often overlooked factor in brain health, one that might surprise you. Get ready to discover why your social calendar could be just as important as your diet when it comes to keeping your mind in top shape. What if I told you that your social life could be just as crucial for brain health as diet and exercise? Recent studies have uncovered a surprising link between our social connections and cognitive function. In fact, the impact of loneliness on your brain might shock you. Let's talk about social cognition, the way our brains process and respond to social interactions. It's not just about having fun. These interactions actually stimulate our brains in unique ways. When we engage with others, we're exercising complex cognitive skills like empathy, communication, and problem solving. It's like a workout for your mind. But here's where it gets concerning. Social isolation among seniors is more common than you might think, and its effects on brain health can be devastating. Studies show that older adults who are socially isolated have a significantly higher risk of developing dementia. In fact, some research suggests that loneliness can increase dementia risk by up to 40%. So, how exactly do social interactions protect our brains? When we socialize, our brains release chemicals that reduce stress and inflammation. These interactions also challenge our minds, keeping them active and engaged. It's like building a cognitive reserve. The more social connections you have, the more resilient your brain becomes. Dr. Henry Paulson, a neurologist, emphasizes that socializing with others engages the brain, which can help maintain brain health and potentially reduce the risk of dementia. He suggests scheduling regular social outings or participating in meaningful social activities. It's not just about quantity, the quality of your social interactions matters too. Now, you might be wondering what types of social activities are most beneficial for brain health. While any positive social interaction is good, some activities pack an extra cognitive punch. Engaging in complex social activities like dancing or participating in community events not only provides exercise but also challenges your brain in multiple ways. But don't worry if you're not a social butterfly, even small steps can make a big difference. Joining a book club, volunteering at a local charity, or simply having regular phone calls with friends and family can all contribute to better brain health. The key is consistency and finding activities that you genuinely enjoy. Here's something really exciting. Research shows that maintaining strong social connections can actually help offset other risk factors for dementia. Even if you have a family history of cognitive decline, staying socially active can significantly improve your odds of maintaining a sharp mind as you age. Remember, it's never too late to start building these brain-boosting connections. Whether you're 55 or 85, every new social interaction is an opportunity to strengthen your cognitive health. So why not reach out to an old friend, join a local club, or try a new group activity this week? Your brain will thank you for it. But what if dementia runs in your family? Is social engagement enough to overcome genetic risk? In our next section, we'll explore the fascinating interplay between genes and lifestyle when it comes to brain health. Get ready to discover how much power you really have over your cognitive destiny. Imagine two identical twins born with the exact same genetic risk for dementia. Fast forward 50 years and only one develops the disease. How is this possible? The answer lies in a groundbreaking field of science that's changing everything we thought we knew about genetic destiny. Let's talk about the interplay between our genes and our lifestyle choices. For years, many people believed that their genetic makeup was the be-all and end-all when it came to health risk. But recent research has shown that this simply isn't true, especially when it comes to brain health. Now it's true that having a family history of dementia does increase your risk. Studies show that if you have a first-degree relative with Alzheimer's disease, your risk can be 2 to 4 times higher than someone without that family history. That might sound scary, but here's where it gets interesting. Enter the field of epigenetics. This fascinating area of study looks at how our environment and lifestyle choices can actually influence the way our genes express themselves. It's like having a light switch for your genes. Your lifestyle choices can turn certain genes on or off. So, what does this mean for your brain health? It means you have more control than you might think. Dr. Jonathan Rosand, a neurologist, puts it perfectly. You can substantially reduce your risk through the lifestyle choices you make. This isn't just wishful thinking, it's backed by solid research. A groundbreaking study stratified participants by genetic risk and found something remarkable. Even among those with high genetic risk for brain diseases like dementia and stroke, a higher brain care score was linked to a lower risk of these conditions. In other words, healthy lifestyle choices were able to offset genetic risk. But just how much can you really change your genetic fate? The answer might surprise you. While we can't change our genes, we can significantly alter how they affect us. For example, research has shown that engaging in healthy behaviors can provide substantial protection against dementia, even for those with genetic predisposition. Here's a statistic that really drives this home. Having diabetes increases your risk of dementia by 80%. That's comparable to carrying a genetic risk for Alzheimer's. But here's the kicker, diabetes is largely preventable through lifestyle choices. This shows just how powerful our daily habits can be in shaping our brain health. It's important to note that while we can't completely eliminate genetic risk, we can certainly stack the odds in our favor. A Johns Hopkins neurologist pointed out that while we can't reverse the underlying mechanisms of Alzheimer's disease, lifestyle changes can significantly impact vascular health, which is crucial for preventing dementia. So what's the takeaway here? Your genes are not your destiny. Every healthy choice you make, from what you eat to how much you exercise to how you manage stress, is a step towards a healthier brain, regardless of your genetic makeup. It's an empowering message that puts the power back in your hands. But there's one factor that ties all of these lifestyle choices together, influencing everything from your diet to your exercise habits to your social connections. In our next section, we'll explore this hidden brain drain that could be secretly sabotaging your cognitive health. Get ready to discover the surprising impact of this often overlooked factor on your brain's future. What if managing your daily worries could actually protect your brain? Stress doesn't just make you feel bad, it can harm your brain too. But here's some good news. Handling stress well might be one of the best ways to keep your mind sharp as you age. Long-term stress can really mess with your brain. Scientists have found that being stressed for a long time can change how your brain looks and works. It might even make your brain age faster. People who are very stressed are more likely to have memory problems and a higher chance of getting dementia. Stress mainly affects a part of your brain called the hippocampus. This area helps you make new memories and control your emotions. When you're stressed all the time, your body makes too much of a hormone called cortisol. Too much cortisol can damage your hippocampus, leading to memory issues and mood swings. But don't worry, you can do something about it. While we can't get rid of all stress, we can learn to handle it better. People who know how to manage stress tend to have healthier brains as they get older. So, what's the best way to fight stress and protect your brain? Try mindfulness. Things like meditation and deep breathing can lower your stress levels and help your brain stay healthy. Exercise is another great way to reduce stress. Moving your body isn't just good for your muscles and heart, it's great for managing stress too. When you combine stress-busting techniques with other healthy habits, you're giving your brain even more protection. Ready to take charge of your stress and boost your brain health? Start small. Even 5 minutes of deep breathing or a quick walk can help. Remember, every little thing you do to manage stress is good for your brain. In our next part, we'll put all these ideas together. We'll help you create your own plan for better brain health. It's time to take what we've learned and put it into action. Let's talk about putting all those brain health pieces together into one powerful plan. There's a tool called the Brain Care Score that could potentially cut your risk of dementia by over 30%. Pretty cool, right? You might be wondering where to start with all these lifestyle changes. Don't worry, I'll break it down for you, step by step. First up, physical health. Get a checkup with your doctor to look at your blood pressure, cholesterol, and blood sugar levels. These are big parts of your brain care score. Next, let's talk food. the Mediterranean diet is great for your brain. Try eating more fruits, veggies, whole grains, and healthy fats. Even small changes help, like swapping chips for nuts. Now get moving. Aim for about 150 minutes of exercise each week. A 30-minute walk 5 days a week is perfect. If you're new to exercise, start slow and build up. Don't forget to challenge your brain. Learn something new, like a language or instrument, or join a book club. Keeping your mind busy is super important. Hanging out with friends and family is crucial too. Join a community group or volunteer. Every time you chat with someone, you're giving your brain a workout. Managing stress is another big piece. Try meditating or doing some deep breathing for 10 minutes each day. Last but not least, get enough sleep. Shoot for 7 to 9 hours each night. Try to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, and create a relaxing bedtime routine. You're probably wondering if all this really makes a difference. Well, the research is pretty exciting. Some studies say we might be able to prevent or delay up to 40% of dementia cases by changing these things in our lives. Here's something amazing. Or every 5 points you increase your brain care score, you could lower your risk of late life depression by 33% and your risk of dementia, stroke, and depression combined by 27%. That's a pretty good reason to start making changes today. Remember, you have the power to keep your brain healthy. By following these steps and keeping track of your brain care score, you're taking charge of your brain health. It's never too late to start, and every little change helps you build a healthier, sharper mind. As we've explored the aging brain, it's clear that our cognitive future isn't set in stone. We have the power to shape our brain story through our daily choices. From what we eat to how we spend our time. Want to take control of your brain health? Start by calculating your brain care score. It's a quick way to see where you stand and find areas to improve. Even small changes can make a big difference over time. And always be sure to talk to your doctor before making any major changes to your diet. Your brain is incredibly valuable, so why not start taking care of it today? Every positive step you take now, like going for a walk, trying something new, or eating better, helps your future self. Don't put it off. Your mind deserves the best care possible. Are you ready to start your brain health journey? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching and subscribing to our channel. And remember, the best of your healthy golden years are ahead of you. See you in the next video.